Love Jarae, Milay, that girl from around the way where we have culture, conversation, and community, y'all. I never do my intro like that. I don't know what's up, but I'm just gonna roll the coffee's kicking in. So y'all, let me just hop right into it. I'm just gonna go ahead and be honest and be like, this whole Houston audition shit is like really annoying. I really don't really like watching it because it's too unorganized. Like, it's not entertaining to see these guys on here come up here and act a donkey. Like, once or twice cool, but like the whole episode is them acting a fool. So I'm only gonna go over the people who stood out to me. You get what I'm saying? Make sure you like this video. Like this video, will help me on the YouTube algorithm. You know, I just appreciate that real quick. Thank you. Anyway, the first person who stood out to me was Jaden. He was a trans man. He was from New Orleans and he's rapping, and Anthony slutted out. Anthony is like, oh my gosh, you're a trans man? Oh my god, I think it's big. Like, inappropriate. He starts rapping and Anthony and Relly start doing a little twerk, you know, get the little cheeks moving and bouncing and grooving. Somebody else came on, I forgot who their name was, and Jonathan was like, oh, you a boss? Send me $300 right now. Cash out. Oh, it was a trans person. It was a trans man. Send me $300 right now. And then trans was like, I just sent my girl 200. Jonathan was like, send me 300 right now. I'm like, that's the energy I like. Jonathan is a begaboo. He gonna ask for a couple dollars. Then it was a man who came on with his wig off and was like, oh, I got this wig from Roly Poly's stylist and I should have known it was a mess because Roly Poly's wig is a mess. And it was like, oh no, keep it going. We don't want you. We don't want you. Keep it going. And then there was a whole bunch of, you won't let them take your spot? You won't let him take your spot? And this, that, and the third. Just inciting fights all over the place, left and right. Just ghetto. A whole bunch of, oh, you step to the right. Oh, you step to the left. Like, which one, which category is right or left? Like, they didn't even make that clear for the pre-screening. Then we have Don. He's like, hi, I'm Don. I'm from Texas and I scam. And I'm like, scam what? Scam who? If you get scammed by a man that wears that medium shirt like that, that too tight shirt like that, you deserve to get scammed. Because how you scamming any fucking body? Period. There was a whole bunch of, don't let him take your spot. Don't let him take your spot. And then they ended up fighting. Then nobody got chose. I just don't even understand that. Like, it was stupid. Like, ZEUS not even offering 15 minutes of fame. They legit offering 5 seconds of fame, and you better fight for it. Like, no. Then we have this very, very handsome man with the gauges. He has a beautiful body, and you know, Anthony's like, let me see your booty, and he really pulls down his pants. I'm like, girl, Anthony has no chill whatsoever. Then we have Coco Crunk. That was just weird to watch. I didn't enjoy it. It's not entertaining. It's very cringe, very weird. We have Natalie, Blue, and Jonathan, and Natalie says it like a little bad boy prayer. God, please let us have the baddest of the bad. I'm like, okay, Krishan Rock, because y'all know Krishan will bust out in prayer quickly. Maybe she plotting on Blue. They're like, I'm ready, you know, it is what it is. They got real life tomatoes on the vine. Like, girl, you wasted those good perfectly. They look like good tomatoes too. Like, tomatoes on the vine, love it. But like, y'all really about to throw actual tomatoes? Like, boo. Like, I'm throwing virtual tomatoes at y'all for that. Whose idea was that? Who agreed to it? In the first group, we have Prince from VH1, girl. And Prince looks good. Prince is Prince, and he's like, you know, despite what other people think, I am not gay. I like bitches. I get bitches. I'm like, yeah, of course you do. When you say it like that, you sound even more believable, Prince. Someone else got a card too from his group. I just don't remember. And Jonathan was like, Prince, I'm gonna give you a card if you just give me your shoes. Prince actually took off his shoes. Like, Prince, you're really that desperate to get back on TV? Because Prince was well known. I mean, not for nothing. Bobby Lights is over on ZEUS Network as well. But I don't know. Then in the next group, we have Hayden. He is from Delaware. Shout out to Delaware, okay. He said he's a personal assistant. He was cute. And then 203, number 203 rolls up and he's like, oh, you want some of this paralyzed pooch? Like, you want paralyzed puss for real? Like, can you even feel it? I just thought it was weird. Like, we got enough. You know, I'm just trying to put on for every disabled bitch around in the nation. Like, no, try again. If it's not rolling right, we don't want it. Why are y'all gay? Why are you gay? Do you like men or you like women? And I think that, like, you know, it comes off homophobic, but in his mind, he was just saying like he was gonna choose whoever had the most confidence in their sexuality and who he believed. He was also asking simple math questions. What's 9 times 9? What's 12 times 12? You know what I mean? To see if people can get it. Some people couldn't. And they were, Jonathan was like, oh yeah, he was dumb. And Natalie was like, I love me a dumb nigga. Low key, me too. You know, not even dumb nigga, just anybody, you know what I mean? Oh, that dummy, you know, dummies are good for some things, you know what I mean? I hate to say that. That's in my former life, period. We have group 3. They're talking about something. They're a bad boy. They start off singing, bad boys, and then Jonathan was like, no, throwing tomatoes. Literally started throwing tomatoes. Like, why did you ever think you coming up here sounding like P&B Rock that you was about to make it? No. Surprisingly, that whole group got cards though. 4 was Mr. Stay Ahead. Blueface ended up giving him a card once he said, you know, why you like boys or men, women or men. He was like, I like men. He gave him a card. I was like, because he was confident. Group 5, it was like the square up group. Everybody was squaring up. Like, their little square up situation was so funny. Like, girl, y'all already see how I was square up. You know, then the boy got canceled and he was trying to go off, and this is Natalie and you're blah, blah, blah. Like, it was just weird. In group 6 we had the man or whatever, and he had on the cheetah leotard, and it was like, oh, you know, your joint was really tucked, it was cute. Like, that's what Blueface said. I'm just like, it's too much. It was too much. He was cute, she was cute, whatever. Then Blue gave somebody a card because they were squaring up like Prashon. I thought that was funny. And somebody won a card because they had money. Jonathan was quick to ask somebody, how much money you got in your pocket right now? And then the boy, he was the only one that pulled out actual money. He was the one who got a card. He gave Jonathan 100, Natalie 100, Blueface 100. And then Jonathan tried to take Blueface 100. Like, nigga, you already rich. Give me that $100. Like, Jonathan is not playing about $1. He is trying to get his money. I ain't mad at him. It was a guy who said, I'm from Houston. I teach kids with autism. And then they just gave him a card. It was like, my cousin got autism. Natalie was like, this is really, you know, sensitive for me. I'm going to give you a card. Then in the next scene, we had Cliff show up, and they was just like, Cliff, you know, Cliff lost a lot of weight. He looks good. They give him a card, and you know, they have a little banter like, oh, Jonathan, this is gonna be your competition. And then I like Cliff's response. Cliff was just like, no, you know, Cliff, Jonathan's a boss too. Like, Jonathan's a boss in his own right. I know that's right. It's always a messy person trying to get this shit started between the girls. Like, Cliff is his own boss, Jonathan is his own boss, and they both do hair and they're both killing the game. Natalie must have mentioned, like, you ain't never do my hair. And then he was like, well, I'm about to see who's gonna do it better. That's what Natalie had said. And then Jonathan so quick was like, we both gonna do a better job than that. It was just hilarious to me because, girl, yes, shut it down. Then it was like some boy who bought her a wig. He got a card because he bought her a wig and some clothes. They started to do things like, well, if you run up here the fastest, then you can get into the card, which is like crazy. Which apparently we're gonna be able to vote on who we want. I'm voting for the porn star. I'm voting for the porn star and a real fine guy from Houston. He was fine. I forgot his name. Curly top. He was fine. Y'all know who I'm talking about if y'all watched it. Had like Shorty and Blue fight. That was the last fight. They break up the set. Then somebody pulls the fire alarm, girl, because they was probably mad. They didn't get to be seen. It had to be shut down. He had too many people there. Natalie was drunk off the Casamigos. Every shot they had, she was sipping something in her little cup. It was just ghetto. It was ghetto. We didn't need to see it. Natalie is doing her thing over at ZEUS Network though, because we're watching 2 shows right now with Natalie on every Sunday. Every Sunday is Natalie. So not until Jocelyn comes back. Natalie and Jocelyn are single-handedly running ZEUS right now. We're gonna see what this Bobby I Love You Purr thing is, but it's probably not gonna give Bad Boys, Baddies, and Jocelyn's Cabaret level. I'm glad this is it, because I didn't get nothing from it. It was probably entertaining if I was in a better mind space, but I was kind of just irked anyway. Let me know what y'all think about it. If y'all was gonna vote for somebody, who would y'all vote for? Drop it in the comments. Let me know. As always, I'm sending you much love, much light, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.